top 5 programming languages for you to learn in 2020 to get a job. We are going to rank those programming languages on 3 main factors. Number 1, how long it takes to learn. The time it takes to learn if you are a complete beginner to make a real-world application and get a job. Number 2, the job market. What is the job market and the salary that you can make with this programming language in 2020? Number 3, the overall productivity. What is your overall productivity going to be with this language? Actually, this matters when it comes to your personal development and how fast you can build a real-world application, or in a company they need people to build an application in a shorter amount of time. By the way guys, this is Touhid from Touhid YouTube channel. Before we get into the main part of this video, and you make over $100,000 a year, I would love if you help me to beat the YouTube algorithm. Please hit that like button right now and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And without wasting time, let's keep going. Number 5, Java. It's an amazing programming language and a lot of people know this is an object-oriented programming language. This programming language uses a lot in Android application that you see every day. That's one of the primary reasons why a lot of people uses Java, and a lot of big companies still using Java, and there is a lot of trading application that made up Java. Well, it's declined a little bit because of programming languages such as Kotlin, and you can make Android application with Kotlin too. This is why if you look at the Google trend, you will see Java has a little bit decline over the last 5 years. According to the Stack Overflow survey of 2020, Java became the top 5 programming language. Outside of that, there is a lot of job opportunity for Java, and the average salary for a Java developer in the United States is $104,000 a year, according to the Indeed.com. Number 4, Swift. Swift is an iOS programming language that uses for Apple. If you ever have a dream to make an application that shows up in the App Store, or if you want to make your monthly income from the app that you created, and people from the Apple world can download and use your application from the App Store, that's why you should learn Swift. Whether you can freelance with it or you can do a full-time job. Though it's a great programming language, but it's not going that popular. And it's not going down that much, it's kinda stable. And it's beginner friendly. If you want to learn it, there is a ton of tutorial on YouTube. And Java is a little bit tough for the beginner, but you can learn Swift and make your iOS application, and you can put that in your iOS device. The average salary of an iOS developer in the United States is $127,000 a year, according to the Indeed.com. Number 3, SQL. Well, I call it SQL programming language, but both are fine. Some people will argue that this is not a programming language, but it doesn't matter. Actually, it's structured query language. Why I recommend to learn it so much? Because if you want to make an application, it could be a web application or other kind of application, but you have to deal with the data. If you don't know how to deal with the data, you can't make a real-world complete application. For example, if you like somebody's comment or post, the like is gonna store somewhere, or you post in the Instagram or Facebook, the post is gonna store somewhere. When you log back in, you can see the like or the comment that you did. So this language is very important to learn. According to the Stack Overflow survey of 2020, the SQL language became top 3 programming language. The average salary of a SQL developer in the United States is $91,000 a year, according to Indeed.com. Number 2, can you guess that? It's the JavaScript. Well, I think that everyone is gonna be crazy that why JavaScript is number 2. why it isn't number one. You know, according to the Purple Index and Google Trend, JavaScript is popular on number 2. Now, let's know what can you do with JavaScript. Well, JavaScript is an incredible programming language. If you have a dream to make any program that's related to web development, creating web application, you have to learn JavaScript. Whether you want to develop full stack, front-end development, back-end development, it will help you to do that. There is tons of frameworks and libraries from JavaScript, like you got React, Vue.js, and there is all kind of craziness around the JavaScript. And the amazing thing is, most of the browser support and run JavaScript without any issues. And I think it's a must-know tool when it comes to web development. The average salary of a JavaScript developer in the United States is $118,000 a year according to Indeed.com. Number 1. Can you guess it? Can you tell it what is the number 1 programming language? Well, Python is the number 1 programming language. That's not only I think, according to the Google Trend, in the last 5 years, it's now the most popular programming language. And also, according to the Purple Index, now the most popular programming language is Python. What's amazing about Python is it's a general purpose programming language. It's uses in many different things and it's very powerful language. Before I get into the use case of it, let me just tell you what kind of companies uses Python. Well, Google is built up of Python. The YouTube is also built up of Python. Dropbox, Reddit, Instagram, Hipmunk, and the list goes on. It's just a test that what kind of things you can build with Python. So if you want to do web development, you can do with Python. There are many frameworks and libraries in Python that support and allow you to do web development. And the real reason why Python became so much popular is because of the machine learning and data science. Well, you know that the data science and machine learning grown a lot over the last few years. And now we can see the self-driving car, AI robots, automation, machine learning, a lot of things are done in Python. Why I put Python on number 1? Because it's way more beginner friendly. It's beginner friendly out of the 4 languages that I told you. And it's easy to learn and you can build a real world application very fast. You can do web development with Python framework such as Django and Flask. Well, the average salary of a Python developer in the United States is $190,000 a year, according to the Indeed.com. Well, if you want to make Android application or some desktop application, you can go with the Java. If you want to make iOS application, you have to go with the Swift. If you want to do a lot of data related work, you can go with the SQL. If you want to do a lot of web development and web related tasks, you can go with the JavaScript. And if you want to do machine learning, AI, data science or web development, you can go with the Python. So I guess that you understand what programming language you should learn in 2020 to get a job. Guys, I really need your help to beat the YouTube algorithm. Please like this video. If you enjoyed, I want you to do it right now. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And turn on the bell icon to get the notification about every single video. And I will see you in the next video.